Yeah, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check three. 11. Check 3. 218, chop.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's not going to get me.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
21. 11.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Got his target, Samuel. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Shit.
12, fellas. Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 1-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go, let's go.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Got to be careful here, Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Watch this.
57, Mike. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get this.
Go.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
To throw from his end zone. Dalton, and able to find Green. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Regular.
Down to lose one. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey,
Dalton here from the gun. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
65.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. 180!
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
I got you. 21.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
White.
36.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Matt Breida out at Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo now. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Lady! Check 56. Me and you all day. All day. I'm
93, 52, 93, 44.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hands up to the team.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Come on, D!
368!
Mike 54! Mike 54! We ain't giving up nothing today.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
25! Check 25! Check 25!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 6 guys!
Hey, gun.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You got nothing in there.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check right. Alert.
368!
Alert, Whip. Watch the whip.
General West! Wait up!
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the 40 now on second down. Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. Watch the
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike check 33. 33.
Protein spill. Bang, bang. 2-by-2. Move.
To throw again, Dalton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So Dalton now. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
52, 93, 44.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's got Green. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's crashing.
Hey.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You draw quarter.
That's what I do. Check.
Fight it.
Now Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. The first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in Week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Right there. 54, right there.
On first down, Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 5-4.
To throw here, Dalton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the gun, Dalton. Flushed out right. The 20. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Lead. Don't get nervous. They go 368.
57 is the Mike. Watch 57. Call it.
Here's Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Another chance for Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
DJ Reed on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
49ers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, one. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. 11 yards there. First down.
Let's go.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and he fires one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 37.
11.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Breida. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Mike, check. 59. Mike 59.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go,
At their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. 2-2. Move.
Mike 54.
I got him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Leave.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense.
Regular.
Right.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Not today, you won't. Not today.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. They gonna need some therapy.
Dalton here from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Watch this. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Bravo.
Here we go, D. 54.
And it'll be Dalton again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Check it back, check it back.
Tight dog.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 2.
57. Mike, 57.
Stay hot.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Mike's 57, 57's right.
21, 21.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, exit.
Screen, watch the screen.
12, 12.
Wide, get wide.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got it. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
He's checking. Undercut.
21, 21. Here we go.
Switch.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
It's hot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
2 by 2. Move.
They toss to Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
68.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Y'all playing it wrong. 11.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Hey, Sue. Set up. Black.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
54 Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about
368.
under 10.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Mike 5-4.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All right, here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 12.
Mike 59. Mike 50.
Hey, Urban. Hey, alert.
Check.
Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go. Like 20.
Mike to 59. 6 man. Check curls.
Stay hot.
59 Mike. Check.
Stay hot.
They run with Breida. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, eluding the tackle. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
21-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.